Hello, welcome to another video. Today I have the Anker Nano Pro. It's a 20 watt power adapter. Official model number is A2637. Let's go ahead and get it opened up and see how it does. So pretty simple packaging. Got that Anker card, the happy, not happy. We're in. Ooh, shiny. So we can see it's got some safety marks on it. The TUV listing again, and it's got class 6 efficiency. You can see it tells you what it can do for power. So you can see that it does the 5 volt and 9 volt for power. And it does the 2.22 amps at 9 volts, so that's going to be the 20 watt rating. So this is a suitable adapter for iPhones or iPads, things like that. Overall, not a bad looking device. It's pretty lightweight. The packaging for this device weighs 22 grams. The adapter weighs 33 grams. Well, let's go ahead and get it plugged in and see what we're looking at. So immediately we can see a vanishingly low idle power consumption, 0.022 watts. Power factor about 0.33. See how that THD looks. This is the, oh yeah, very typical. Yeah, not great. 210 or so percent. It's bouncing around quite a bit, so it's not too stable. So I can see that's probably turning on and off over time, so we're getting high and low readings here. Let's go ahead and plug it into an ultralight load, and we don't see a lot of change. The harmonics actually got substantially worse, so now we're sitting around 250% for the current THD. Voltage THD is still the same. So that's not so great. Let's see if we can test the two modes. Right now we're getting 5 volts, and we have our 9 volts, and that's it. That's 5 and 9. So it should do 15 watts in this mode. We'll go ahead and test it out here. I'm just going to go straight to 15. Well, it's doing 15 watts, no problem. Let's see if we can change modes while it's there. No. So this device will not change modes while under load. It's actually not recovering either. So this is one of the first devices I've seen where you actually have to unplug and replug it back in to recover from an overload condition. So we're going to go to 9, turn that load back on. So we should be able to take this up to 20 watts. So we're at our 20 watt condition now. Let's take it up to 21 watts, 22 watts, 23 watts, and that's it, it's out. Turn it off, and it does not recover. So you have to unplug it, plug it back in to recover. I'm not gonna say that's necessarily a bad thing, it's just that it's a little different the way this Anker device operates versus a lot of other devices I've seen. And that, you know, this one does require the power to be removed for it to operate again after an overload condition. Let's take a quick look at the user manual, just see if there's anything that pops out in here. So they give you kind of some basics here. Well, you plug it in. Not much of a surprise there. So there's the actual specifications. We can see 9 volts and 2.22 amps, which is what we're able to pull. And it says 0.6 amps, but they don't give a qualifier for that, so we don't know if that's max or RMS or some other number. We know that the peak is going to be higher than 0.6 amps just because of the way these devices operate, the type of power supply that's actually used in these. Here's a close-up of those nameplate ratings. So they call us an Anker 511 charger, and then they have, after that, Nano Pro. So it's almost like they changed the name of this at some point. But the A2637 is what we're really looking at. All right, when we look at the overall power numbers for the Anker Nano Pro, we can see that it's got a overall power quality of 87. So it's not the top of the stack, but it's pretty high up there. It's not too bad. You can see the efficiency, you know, it kind of tops out around 87%. So it's good, but it still suffers from a little bit of problems. It's not the best in class for sure, but overall is an okay device. Where this device really suffers is the THD. At the low load conditions, it just shoots up to a really, really high number. So on a graph, the idle power is very, very low at this device, very low. So the power quality score is 0 at idle, again. So it's very similar to another 20 watt adapter that was just reviewed. But the quality of the power is very poor, so it's at the bottom of the graph. In terms of the overall power, though, it puts it near the top of the stack. So it's a good performer, but it's not the best performer. In terms of how it stacks up against other devices, you can see that it's, you know, near the top of the stack, but not the top of the stack. You know, when comparing this device to something like the 30 watt Nano 2, I would still say to go with the 30-watt Nano 2 device, but if you only need 20 watts and you want to save a little bit of money, this device will certainly get you by and is certainly adequate. Overall though, the previous device review, which is the UGreen device, actually did a little bit better than this one, so it's a lot less expensive too, so maybe that's a toss-up. Depends on what you're looking for. The decisions is up to you. I'm just presenting the data and it is what it is, right? But ultimately the Anker didn't quite win out the battle on this one, and I have a whole bunch more of these to do, so we'll be going through and comparing a lot of these different adapters over time. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for a whole bunch more content just like this. See you in the next one. Bye.